For our next drawing assignment, we are going to be creating this kind of abstract looking atmosphere. Sometimes people think that it looks kind of like atoms or molecules. Sometimes it reminds them of like outer space type stuff. But it will be a little more abstract. But we are trying to make something transform into shapes. So circles, we're going to transform them into becoming spheres through the use of value transition. So I will be teaching you how to apply crayons in layers so that we create this rounded sphere look. And then also you should notice the cylinders, or these lines that are connecting the spheres. They will be wider for the circles that are bigger and closer to us, and then they're going to get smaller as they approach and insert into a smaller circle below. One thing that I also want you to notice is that the spheres are lots of different colors, so you can choose whatever colors you want. And I would also suggest repeating colors. So here I have this magenta color here, and then it's way up here in the corner. I have orange here and here. Here's the purple, here it is again. And then that will create variety. The other thing that we'll be learning is that we're going to create movement through this drawing so that the viewer's eye moves throughout the piece of artwork along the cylinders. And so not everything has to be connected, but the cylinders all need to be one color so that it helps lead the viewer through the piece of artwork. And just so you know, the background does not have to be black, and it does not have to be filled in as much as this one. This one is fairly dark. This is as dark as I could get my black crayon, and you can see that there's still a little bit of white coming through, and I'm totally fine with that. It kind of gives it a little more depth, like it's an atmosphere. Now this one, I'll show a little bit of the one in the background. You can see that there was more white coming through on the piece of paper than the one that I first showed you, and this is okay too. But the background is going to be colored last, and it's also going to be drawn in a circular motion. And we want some of that. This person, they decided to let a little more of that white come through on their drawing, and it still looks pretty good. Okay, so that's totally up to you how much you fill in that background. And don't just think that it has to be black, because here's another example that's kind of a mint green color. And so I have all sorts of other little examples that look pretty cool with different colored backgrounds. Okay, and there's one more with kind of a red background. So you get to choose whatever you want for your background.